A Palm Springs woman remains in jail tonight, accused of killing her husband by stabbing him more than 140 times. Investigative reporter Terry Parker is live tonight and has more on a pending divorce happening before his murder.
That's right. The violent stabbing at the home of the long married couple happened right here behind me. The husband had just filed for divorce in late December, and I've learned that at stake were possibly millions of dollars in real estate and other assets that would have had to have been split right down the middle.
2 months after Melvin Weller filed for divorce, Palm Springs police arrived at his home February 11th to find Weller lying in a pool of blood that covered more than half of the kitchen floor, with multiple stab wounds and lacerations on his body. An autopsy revealing Weller had been stabbed 140 times all over his body, and he also had a skull fracture caused by a blow from a meat cleaver to the right rear of his head. Police say they found knives and a meat cleaver in the kitchen sink, a bloody nightgown, and a trash bag near the body. And in the bedroom, they discovered Weller's 61-year-old wife, Joan Burke, with cuts on her hands and not saying a word. Her pending divorce no longer an issue.
Out of words as to, exactly how I'm feeling. Absolutely, this did not need to happen. This could have been dealt with through the courts and, in the best possible way.
Attorney Nicole Hamill-Scott was handling divorce proceedings for Weller. She says one item of possible dispute, millions of dollars in real estate that under Florida law would have to be divided. She says she had just had a meeting outlining the terms with Burke's lawyer a week before the murder.
That could be, one of the reasons, Terry. As you know, under Florida statutes, whenever there are marital assets pursuant to the Florida law, those marital assets would need to be equitably divided between the parties. And certainly without getting too much into attorney-client privilege, the parties had substantial assets between themselves.
One of those assets, Burke's pension from her job as a nursing assistant. Half of that, too, would have had to go to her soon-to-be ex-husband.
We remember Mr. Weller coming into our office, a very pleasant, calm, loving man. It has taken my firm, by surprise. This is the last thing that we would have imagined would have happened by filing, a dissolution of marriage.
Hamill-Scott tells me that Weller was completely willing to split everything equitably. He just wanted to go and retire back in his native Jamaica. However, she says they were investigating a possible quitclaim deed on one of their properties that Weller says he wasn't party to. So they were looking into that. Right now, police continue to investigate this violent stabbing murder, and Burke remains in the Palm Beach County Jail. Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.